All right, everybody, we did it. It is Friday. We've officially made it through the entire first week of April. Yeah, sweet. I don't know. Sometimes the little accomplishments are the best accomplishments, right? Because, hey, you got to get through the day. You got to wake up in the morning in order to take that next step towards your goal. Every little piece matters in moving towards your goals. And getting through the first week of April is definitely moving towards that goal. Here we go with some headlines. Dairy Queen is celebrating new summer flavors with a deal on free blizzards. I don't know, this may not be current, but still pretty cool. That's stuck in the podcast microphone. That's pretty cool. Dairy Queen blizzards are still the best. You can get the same kind of thing in other places, but pretty cool. McDonald's will be selling Krispy Kreme donuts in 3 flavors. Yeah. This is crazy. McDonald's is going to sell Krispy Kreme donuts. Not right away. I think it's slated for like 2025 or 2026. Who knows? They're starting it, rolling it out soon, but don't expect it here necessarily soon. Crazy though. When they announced this, the stock market, right? So Krispy Kreme's is a publicly traded company. The stock market, based on how many people buy shares, blah, 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 it's too much. But the stock price for Krispy Kreme, when this was announced, through the roof. Their stock totally jumped because they're going to sell a lot more donuts. That's pretty crazy. The card didn't fly worth a darn. But yeah, Krispy Kreme's now with burger and fries. Next up, UFC boss Dana White is not thrilled about the Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson, but can still understand the logic behind it. Why? Because Dana White is really a smart businessman, makes a crap ton of money, and this is what this fight's all about. Everybody knows about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fighting. This is a cash grab. It should be, hopefully, a decent fight, but they're gonna make a crap ton of money in the process. Honestly, all fighters do. It's just how it works. But this is gonna be probably one of the biggest financial purses for each fighter in quite some time. So we'll see what happens, but don't hold your breath on the winner. I'm not holding my breath on who's going to win. Either way, they're making a ton of money. Win or lose, they're both making a ton of money. All right, everybody, it is Friday. We got to check in with the movies and everything going on in the movie world. We're going to start with Clayton and his take on the Marvel Universe right here.
Alright, so this is a quite marvelous topic. I know you guys are all laughing at that joke right now. Alright, so we're going to talk about the Hulk. Alright, the Hulk. Okay, so the Incredible Hulk. Okay, the Hulk is actually one of my favorite comic book characters. He's a super complex character because he is Bruce Banner and then he becomes the Hulk. Bruce Banner is a very mild-mannered, very intelligent scientist who got zapped with gamma rays. Okay, and then we have Hulk, who is, we all know, the big green monster. But did you know that there have been many movies with the Hulk? Okay, so we'll start though with not a movie. We'll start with the TV show, The Incredible Hulk, starring Lou Ferrigno. Okay, and if you have not seen the show, it is a very good show. Okay, it came out in the 70s. Originally, Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to be the Hulk, but guess what? Arnold Schwarzenegger is not very tall in real life. So, he was a little too short to be it, so they gave the role to Lou Ferrigno. Okay, Lou Ferrigno was a bodybuilder who competed against Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he became the Hulk. Now, this show is depressing because the character, it wasn't Bruce Banner. They changed the name in it because he was incognito to David Banner, I believe. Maybe not. But he was just moving on, and always get into situations where he had to become the Hulk and would, end up causing a lot of destruction and move. It was very sad, depressing. So that was like the very first. And the ending credits to that is one of the most sad, depressing songs, and it had him hitchhiking. Okay, so that was like the first like live action Hulk, and I highly recommend if you haven't seen that show to watch it. It is pretty good. Okay, I grew up on it. I know probably like Carl, Zach, Gabrielle, definitely not Alana. You know, definitely not Alana. Okay, then come to the Incredible Hulk, or they just call it the Hulk, starring Eric Bana. Okay, as Bruce Banner. This movie was trash. Okay, the CGI was very awful. The story, plot, line, everything was bad. Other than Eric Bana, because I'm a huge Eric Bana fan. He's a great actor. He tried, but with what they had was not very good. This is before Marvel kind of took over. I believe it was Fox that made this movie, and they did not do a very good job. Okay, so I recommend watch it, but it's not good. It had the weird CGI dogs and monsters and things, and the Hulk kind of looked very, very weak, you know, very animated. Not great. Okay, but then comes The Incredible Hulk, okay, starring Edward Norton. This movie was actually pretty good. I enjoyed this movie. Edward Norton did a good job as Bruce Banner. The CGI was really cool. The story was good. These characters actually transferred over to become into the MCU. Okay, this is a story of, you know, he flees. He's living in South America. He's there. They're attacking him. They send a mercenary team to kind of arrest him. And it starts introducing characters like the Abomination, the leader, these characters. Thunderbolt Ross, who's going to be very, very important, and he has a very important role in like the Avengers movies and stuff like that. So this movie is actually really good. The story was really good. The CGI was cool. It had a really cool fight scene at the end with the Hulk and Abomination, who's like his rival. Highly recommend this movie because this movie sets up a lot of the stuff that we see in the MCU, in the Avengers movies, in the Thor movies. So this is the Hulk. The role was flipped, the casting, and it became Mark Ruffalo. Okay, now MCU did a great job of starting with the Hulk in the Avengers movies. The Hulk was who the Hulk was. Hulk smash, okay? But what ended up happening is they kind of made the Hulk a little bit of a grade A Oscar Mayer weenie. You know, he was not as tough, especially in Infinity War and Endgame. He was not tough. They really kind of messed up the Hulk in general. And then the Hulk shows up at She-Hulk, and he was still kind of not tough, doing yoga and all this other stuff. That is not the Hulk. What does the Hulk do? The Hulk smashes. Okay, gets angry, beats the crap out of people. That's the Hulk. But the Hulk has had many versions. And coming up, I believe at the end of this year or early next year, is a movie called The Thunderbolts, which is going to, remember I talked about Thunderbolt Ross. He puts them together, leads them, and then he actually becomes a Hulk. He becomes a very powerful version of the Hulk called Red Hulk. Okay? Red Hulk will be one of the main characters of Thunderbolts, hopefully they do him right. Thought and talking about the Hulk, and remember, Hulk smash.
Hey everyone, it's Isaiah here for another meme of the week, and this time it's this one. When you realize that when you drive a malfunctioning minivan and you're literally driving at full speed, and when traffic comes you couldn't slow down and you nearly crash into a lot of cars and try not to crash into all of them at 160 miles per hour.
Том?
Бабушка, мне очень страшно!
Том, грузовик! Осторожно!
Том!
All right, nice job, Clayton, talking about the Marvel stuff. I don't know, like I said before, I think someone needs to come in and kind of help him along with this Marvel conversation because I'm not sure all his details are right. I think we need like a true expert, someone that really knows what's going on in the Marvel universe to come and help Clayton with this. You know who you are, people that are into Marvel. You might just need to do that. So, yeah, let's work on that because I'm not totally sure he's kind of got it all square upstairs with the Marvel Universe stuff. All right, but I'm square with the fact that we do need to go to the movie theaters and watch movies. It's that time of year. We got to do it, right? So what's coming out this weekend? It is April 5th, and you know what? Honestly, I looked it up because it was a little shy in the movies coming out. So there's 3 basic ones that I think are kind of on the list of, pick your poison here. We got Monkey Man that has to do with a Indian fellow that I think he gets out of jail. He emerges from prison and he doesn't like all the corporate greed and he fights against corporate greed. All right, so that's probably good, decent, whatever. The First Omen. Yeah, this is the Omen series of horror movies. This has to do with this is the beginning. This is where it all starts, right? So if you're into that, which I've kind of lost my flavor with those, so I'm not totally down with that. But, if you're into that thing, go to the movie theater and see it. City of Dreams has to do with a young emerging soccer player in Mexico. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world outside of the U.S. It's still really big in the U.S., but it's much bigger in the world, the rest of the country. So that might be pretty good if you're into that kind of thing. Other than that, there's not much else out there. There is great movies in the theaters, though. You can go see Kong and Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire, which looks pretty good. There's several. The Ghostbusters is out there. If you haven't seen that yet, go see it. It's not as crowded now. It's been out for a few weeks. Go to the theater, people. Check it out. It's good times. Good popcorn. Not the popcorn, like I said earlier in the week, that has like the weird caramel or popcorn that tastes like mac and cheese or bacon mac and cheese. Come on. Just go to the theater, get your popcorn, get your soda or your drink, and go watch a great movie. Enjoy it. It's a good time. All right, next up we have the question of the day. This is a doozy. You got to think about it.
If you could take 3 different kinds of animals and make it a full animal, what animal would you choose and why? I would choose a Rottweiler dog, a gopher, and a squirrel. Because a dog barks, a gopher runs through the grass and peeks out of a hole, and a squirrel climbs up to trees.
My 3 different animals is a cat. My 3 type of animals is a cat, a kangaroo, and a dog. That way I like 3 animals. The cat like meow and play around. Kangaroo is hop, and the dog is he's playful and and then the dog like people and yeah.
Three parts. That's it. You get 3 parts from all the animals, and you get to make a whopper of an animal. Just weird. 3 parts. So is that like both legs? What if the animal has 4 legs? Typically, most animals have 4 legs. So you might get all the legs of a lion and the body of an elephant with the head of an ant. Ants have creepy heads, but it'd have to be bigger, right? Is everything proportioned? It's a hypothetical, so you can't get too deep in the weeds, but an ant's got a creepy face. If you see the zoomed in close-up of an ant or a fly, super creepy, and that would be the scariest animal. You got the legs of a lion, nice and strong and big paws. You got the body of an elephant, massive, and then this creepy head of an ant. Woo! That would be too much for me. Anyway, speaking of questions, let's ask more questions. What did you know was that?
Did you know that a group of bunnies is called a fluffle?
A group of bunnies is called a fluffle. I think I've heard that before. A fluffle. Someone just got really lazy in the naming department and they look like a bunch of fluffy things. It's not fluffy, there's no fluffy, it's a pile of fluffle. Yeah, it's a pile of fluffle. It sounds like something Clayton would come up with. Fluffle. Just kidding. All right, everybody. It is Friday, so one of the things we really like to do on Fridays is take all the funny bits and all the things that didn't work out, the bloopers, and smash them all up and give it to you in a nice little clean package. Here's the bloopers right here.
I don't know, kind of makes me think everything we eat's got something in it to preserve it, keep it on the shelves for a long time. But then I still start to wonder, is that mic slipping on us? Do you see it now? I believe you'll probably see it now. But it's okay because it's part of what we do.
Good morning, guys. Hey, sorry. Good morning, guys. Sorry, Carl's not here. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. That one did not fly. I think that Carl guy's taking over after me, but we'll see. Take care. You guys have a great day.
Carl will not be taking after me.
Carl will not be taking over after me. Good morning, everybody. Yada, yada, yada. And we're going to do some headlines.
It's Monday, March 11th.
Oh. Good morning, guys. It's Monday, March 11th?
11th. It's Monday. This is for Mondays.
Sorry, guys. All right. Good morning. It's Monday, March 11th, and these are your headlines.
I said trash and I threw it at you.
Oh, okay. I think you were just calling me trash.
I was. I did that too.
Bloopers. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna end up on our blooper reel next week.
Boy. Oh my. Oh my.
Well, give us cool.
All right. What's the question?
What's the answer?
What? All right, go.
Lavelle, pick your fantasy world and why.
LaBelle? That's not LaBelle.
My friend named Lavelle looks like you, but blonde.
4 to 6 days later. 4 to 6 more days later.
Dreamweavinator? What's it?
Hold on, I gotta fix my glasses. Now. Wow. Alright, here we go.
Okay.
Fascinating.
All right, guys, and with that, we have a great day ahead of us. It is Friday, so we're going to do some cool things in the building. As always, have some fun, kick back, relax, learn from what we have learned all week, and really just prepare for the weekend. Have a good weekend. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week, Monday on the Morning Routine.